Alright guys, so we're back. We got our housing drilled and tapped. Nailed it first try. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this throttle piece off here. We're going to take the top collar off. Now, we've already got our Loctite on. We're ready. Now, don't lose any of this stuff here, guys. There's a spring on there. I don't know if you can see it really well. There's a spring and some other stuff in it. Do not lose that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and thread that back in. It's harder because your cables are back in the housing. Also, while we had this apart, guys, we went ahead and lubed the cables up. Makes it a lot easier. Just regular maintenance on your cables while you have it apart. Make sure your cable throttles are lubed up before you put them all back together. Get it all done. It's just life's easier that way. And what did we have? What size was that? Do you remember? Well, the 11. Yeah, the 11 tightens her out. So we get this tightened up. We're gonna put everything back together. All right. Get in there. And make sure it's tight. It's kind of a trick to get in there. There you go. All right, so we got all that back together. We're gonna put our housing, grips, all that back on. So let's do that real quick. What did we do with our grip? Grips here. Put the throttle cable back in on the back side. Ferrule. Put that booger on there. Brass ferrule. Been on the other one. Ugh. There we go. There we go. All right. Goes back on. Slap that back together. Let's go get that back together. All right. Now I need to take the slack back out. Screw, put the screw in, tighten up. Awkward, numb hand. All right, so we got that in. Put the bottom screw in a little bit. Now we're gonna put this piece in, our little thumb dial. I'm gonna go ahead and take this bottom screw out right here. Don't lose these springs, guys. We're gonna take this bottom screw out right there. And I'll show you. This little deal is cammed and splined, if that's what you want to say. Let's get it out of here. All right, so now, do not lose this spring and this dial screw, okay? Now then, take that apart, don't lose it. We're gonna screw this in here. Alright. Let's put it there. Put this here. jam that right there. Put bottom screw back in. Flathead here. Works. Works. Pretty cool. Full throttle, cruise control. And that's, I mean, that's pretty stiff. You're not, and that's a pretty good cruise control. So there's that. Now you can also take this screw back out and re-spline this thing wherever you want to make it a little bit tighter. So this is just there and there. That's all you got to do. Nice. And it's, you know, it'll take you about 45 minutes or so to do. Really simple installation, guys. Really nice product. Like I said, it's also made by United States military veterans, and it is guaranteed forever. So if something breaks or it falls apart, if you lose the dial screw and your thumb knob comes off, you can call or send them a message and they will replace your missing parts, whatever you've lost. So there's that, cruise control, bam. Brakes back done, bike's back together, everything's done. Pull up some slack here. Alright. Put that back down there. Alright, well. And that, as they say, is that. And now, I'll tell you a little hack. If you don't have, they do make a throttle cable, a wire. It's actually just a cable jig that you slide your cables, your throttle cable, your brake cable, clutch cables, whatever, any kind of cable. They make a jig to put these cables in to actually lube them up. But here's my hack. Get you a piece of heat shrink. Whatever fits your cables, whatever size fits your cables, throw some heat shrink on there, shrink it down to your cable. A little WD-40. Yep, wires those. Wires are good and lubed up, nice and maintained for another however long. So anyway, guys, that's all done. That's back together. Plain and simple, easy instructions. If you're handy with tools and you're handy around the shop, you can do it in about 30 to 45 minutes. Have a good day, guys.